Christian is not across this in any way.
No way at all. Hello
Hi.
and welcome to the Producer Awards of the Christian O'Connell Show.
Wow.
It's Caitlin here, one of the producers, and
Rio.
one of the other producers.
One of the other producers. That's my job. I'm very good at talking, as you can see. My main job is probably just laughing in the background. So when I'm not just doing that, I'm a bit out of, like a cat out of water.
No, but you're
Fish
also
out of water.
fish out of water.
Fish out
But
of water.
you also do a lot of our intros, which are fantastic. And there will, I'm sure, be an award in the Producer Awards for that. But you're probably going to win it because you're the only person that does them.
Yes, and I'm really, really excited
Yes.
to take that home.
Great.
And these awards, so these are our end of show awards, they're the producer awards.
Yes.
From my understanding, it was completely the brainchild of Q, who does all our digitals on socials.
Correct.
Christian is not across this in any way.
No way at all. So this is not approved by Christian, but I'm sure he would absolutely love it.
Yeah.
So don't worry about that. It is going to be entertaining, as the show is always.
But they're these are like unsanctioned, unofficial awards.
Correct. No, they're official.
Official
Absolutely official for the
market
Christian
awards.
O'Connell Show,
Okay.
yes. But they are the Producer Awards, not the Christian, Patsy or Jack Awards.
Yes.
But they will probably be awarded a lot of the awards because it's about the show.
They're pretty big features on the show.
Correcto mundo.
Hey, nice jacket.
Oh, good. Thank you so much. Oh, by the way, you will be listening to this as a podcast, but if you actually want to see what we look like, and we are quite attractive.
Yes, you've actually picked out, not because of our ability to talk, but just we are the two most attractive producers
Correct.
by, honestly, a long way.
I wouldn't even say producers, I'd say team. That's why we did give it the Producer Awards name, but it was purely because it's like, oh, they're so attractive. We'll
Yeah.
just
We
put
actually
them on.
filmed it with two other producers first, and we watched it back, and we were like,
Whoa, no.
ugly city.
Can't do
We
that.
can't do it. Let's bring in the
That's
hotties.
Yeah, especially because it is on our YouTube channel, which is Gold 1043. Okay, so find that on YouTube and you will absolutely love it. Great. Alrighty, now let's get into the awards. Let's leave no time.
Unturned.
Yes. Wow, that was fantastic.
Thanks.
First award goes to Room to Improve. So this is where we obviously need some room of improvement.
Yeah, maybe this show is going to get the Room to Improve
Yeah.
award.
You know what? This is a tough one because there will be a lot of contenders.
There's a lot of room in this show, and most of the room in the show is to improve.
Yeah.
A lot. I wouldn't say there's like a lot of room of things we've nailed.
Yeah,
If it was
absolutely.
things we've nailed this year, very few nominations.
Yeah, I read 1, 2, maybe.
Yeah.
This, we had to cull it down to the top 5, obviously, but we were culling from maybe 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so
been
that's how long it's
non-stop.
taken us. So let's get into it. Who is the winner of Room to Improve?
Wow.
Oh my God, I've never done this before. This
I know,
is
my
so
heart's
exciting.
racing.
Oh, and the award goes to Chris. Radio show put on hold. Oh my God.
Yes! I forgot about this guy.
Good morning, Chris. What should we play?
Strawberry Kisses by Nikki Webster.
Bit of a super fan on the line here, I think. Is he putting us on hold? Chris! What's happening, Chris? You there, Cherry Pie? What the? Has he put us on hold?
He's put us on hold.
How dare you? How very dare you? What?
We can come back to him.
That
and see
is
if
a radio first.
I'll see if Chris is back.
Do we have... Chris! We've lost him. Try Chris again, just for a laugh. He's lost in the Matrix. It's like a remix now.
Do we have to update our phone plan or something? It sounds like we're on hold to a telecommunications company.
And for one last time, let's try Chris again.
Chris!
Chris!
Hello, Christian.
Chris, you're back, man. We never leave a caller down. Chris, we got. Do you put us on hold?
We got cut out. No, we got cut out. I don't know what's going on.
I don't think we got cut out.
No, don't you do that, my friend. We know what
What
happened.
do you think your website does that? See, it doesn't
Put him back on hold, actually.
A couple of things that
Okay.
I'd like to talk about with that.
Well, that says to me nothing.
Well, yeah, no, I've bad handwriting.
Yeah,
You don't look at it.
terrible.
I'll tell you.
Okay.
Now, Jack is the one who presses the buttons to put through people to air.
Yes.
He doesn't often do a very good job. Room
No.
to improve.
Yes.
So when this first happened, my first thought was, oh, Jack screwed everything up again.
Yeah.
My second thought, when it seemed like it wasn't actually a Jack problem, was that often our phone system just won't work.
Yes.
Like, I don't think any other radio show in Melbourne has this problem.
No.
But just on days, like, we have whole show, like, backup shows ready to go, like, in case
Of
the
emergency.
phones don't work.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they just don't work.
Yeah.
And people can't call in or something goes wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of assumed that had happened.
Mm.
But what actually happened, it actually wasn't our fault. For the very first time, it was a listener's fault.
Yes, they put us actually on hold, and they didn't. I don't know how he got to that point of doing it, because he just had us on hold, but he was also trying to get us back, and it lasted for, I reckon, about half an hour.
Yes,
but it
yeah,
was
yeah.
so funny, and yes, Chris will improve next time, I'm sure. We had a bit of a chat to him off air, as the producers do, about how to improve his skills with the phone next time. So congratulations, Chris. You gave us a bloody laugh. Great. Alrighty, next one, Rio. You can introduce this one because I did the last one.
Next award, fact check.
Oh.
This is not a word we throw around that much on the show.
No, and also it will not be one of us producers because our job is fact checking. We inform Christian, Jack, and Pats on all the things that they need. So if they ever fell on air, it was not because of us. We would have given it to them. They just didn't read it right.
Although, do you remember Ronan Keating was coming in for an interview?
Yes.
And you looked up some notes about Ronan Keating on ChatGPT.
Yeah.
And then you told Christian that Ronan Keating used to be a tradie.
Yeah.
Which is, from what we can know now, is completely false.
No, actually, you know what? I stand by AI, and I think that it in fact happened. He was only doing it for a couple of weeks, and maybe as a young guy.
I don't think that's what.
Because I think it was when he was
occurred at
around
all.
15
No,
that maybe
I
he
don't
just forgot
think.
that it had happened. However,
You might be the winner, actually.
funny it won't be me because it's true.
All right, fact check. Another crowded field in a show that gets everything wrong all the time. Killed all the flies?
What?
Is this true? One country chose to kill all their flies, and they did. And now they have no flies.
That's
Right.
impossible.
Okay. Now listen.
That's impossible.
You're actually a smart guy. To the casual listener, they might not think, but Jackie, you're a very smart guy. Just give it a couple of seconds in your mind.
What comes up
How would a country kill all
Like
the
a
flies?
united effort to kill all the
They're knocking on
flies.
doors. They're not being any fun. We need to come around. Not just going to take your word for it. To kill all flies. What?
Great. Okay, I can
Wow.
stand by that because that was a Jack fact that he did bring in, but I actually think it ended up being true.
Yes, I think it was, again, this might need a fact check, but I think it might have been China at one point tried to kill all the flies in China.
Was it
Which
to
sounds
do
like-
with the Olympics? Was it like they wanted
No, I
to
think it
clean
was
up their
during,
act, or-
if we want to get deep into history, during the era of Mao Zedong.
Oh, wow.
And he wanted to, and it went terribly. I can't remember any of the details. Again, you have to fact check me, but he tried to get rid of the flies. It didn't work. It actually created a whole bunch of other problems.
Mm-hmm.
Like when Australia tried to get rid of something with the cane toads.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and then we just have a cane toad
So
problem.
many,
I
yeah.
think it was a similar issue to that. I mean, I don't know if that's interesting to any of you out there, but I think it is true.
And I think
Fact
that we're
check.
proving ourselves to be even worse at
Yes,
by
exactly.
going, hey, is that true?
that-
Was it? I can't remember. Anyway, congratulations to Jack. Alrighty, next up is best screenshot. Now, I don't know exactly what this means. Q, what does this mean?
Best screenshot is a grab from the video footage that just looks funny.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, I mean,
is it naughty in nature?
Depends on the winner. It could be
Interesting.
anything.
I feel like it's going to be a Christian win here.
Yeah, Christian has great faces. So is Patsy. Jack doesn't really emote ever.
No,
You pretty
not a
much
lot.
just get one speed from Jack. It's just this face. Even when he's laughing, he just does this.
See, now you have to watch us on YouTube, otherwise you won't get to see that.
I'll do a Jack. This is how Jack laughs. Something really funny. Christian says a really funny joke. Jack.
He does do that
It's
a
a
lot.
tough audience.
If you
It's a
really
tough
listen
audience.
into the show, you will hear it every now and then. Alrighty, who are
Just
you going
laugh,
with?
mate.
Who do you reckon's going to win?
Who's it?
I think you got a little sneak peek there.
No, I think it's Patsy. Patsy, obviously a very powerful performer, so I think it's going to be her.
She is. I'm going with Christian just because, as you said, he is very emotive when he's acting out all of his stuff. Alrighty, we ready?
Ready.
Winner is Christian Duckface.
Oh!
Yes, I called it.
That is
That's
a great
amazing.
face.
Oh my god.
You know what? He does actually have a duck-like face. He's like a British mallard.
I have never ever seen him look like that ever in my life. That doesn't even look like him to me. If someone showed me that, I would be like AI doctored, and I know AI.
Now that I see it, you know how they say everyone's face resembles some sort of animal? Like you are.
Oh my god. Here we go. You better be careful.
Like Christian Duck.
Yes.
You kind
Like
of
a lioness
give-
or something.
No,
something beautiful.
no. Okay, actually, you're hard. Maybe Jack sort of gives like a hamster.
Weasel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, we were both in
he's
kind
sort
of
of
the
in
same-
the rodent family. Not as a sledge. There
No.
are some very beautiful men, famous men with rat faces.
Whoa.
Tom Holland, for example, famous
Yes.
rat face.
You're very good.
Thank you.
Congrats.
You kind of
You look like a turtle. I know it
Yeah, I
sounds
get
weird,
that, okay, yeah.
but like, what was the turtle that Franklin?
Franklin, yes,
kinda
it's
remind me of
Franklin.
Franklin,
Oh, thank you so much. He's a
yeah.
really cute little green
Oh,
man.
he is. Okay,
What are you? It'll come to me by the end of the show.
Okay,
we'll get
fantastic.
to what it is.
The next
What's
one.
Patsy?
Oh, Patsy. Oh, Patsy's a tough one. Maybe like her dog Maremma.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, she's such a sleek beauty. You know what I mean?
yes,
And her
yeah,
dog, Presley, who is very beautiful,
Mm.
they have that like white fur that sleeks back, and Patsy's skin is so beautiful.
Yeah.
And petite in like nose and stuff. I'm calling Maremma.
Marama. Wow, great.
Alrighty, Rio, next one, you're up.
Hottest take. Hot takes fuel the radio industry. They're things that get the most clicks. It's what'll get you into Daily Mail. Kyle and Jackie O built on hottest takes.
Yeah, like their list too long. This whole podcast would be about it.
I would say their takes are much hotter than ours.
Yes. We're
some would
kind
say
of
too
like,
hot.
reheating the chicken from the night before.
Yeah.
Theirs is like you've got the Gosney blaring, which is a pizza oven,
Yes,
by the
yeah,
way. It's
yeah.
one of the all-time greats. And this is not sponsored by Gosney, but if you do want to give me a free one, feel free. Gosney, you have to get it to I'm talking 400 degrees Celsius
Yeah,
before
they're
you
nuclear.
before you put that pizza in there that cooks within 60 seconds.
Yeah.
So that is, yep.
But, I mean, nonetheless, still a good category.
Great category. Here we go. What is it?
Bananas are bullshit.
And then I'll tell you what is bullshit, a banana.
Oh, come off it.
No.
You've actually lost your mind,
Get in the
sir.
sea. Keep walking, bananas.
Oh.
Keep walking.
Banana is the king of fruit.
Yeah, with
Yes.
something else.
No,
it's not a soda
Oh,
player.
no, it's an
Banana.
instant energy boost.
No.
It's a herb,
Is
you
it?
know.
Is it really? You ever seen anyone with loads of energy that likes bananas?
Yeah.
I like a banana every morning.
Well, exactly. You two aren't exactly knocking out the park. A little bit sluggish, I have to say.
The ad used to say nature's candy bar. That was what
Yeah,
a
I
banana
get
was.
that.
What a dumb way to sell the goodness of fruit. It's a bit like sugar.
You know what is nice? You freeze them and dip them in chocolate.
Yeah,
Absolutely
anything
delicious.
dipped in chocolate, broccoli, cauliflower,
No.
dipped in chocolate is lovely.
I have a couple things again.
Yeah,
once
definitely
more for this.
disagree with that. And for the first time, I went on Jack's page with that because I agree it is the king of fruits.
Well, I think the problem with Christian is that he's English.
Yeah.
And I don't think they have access to quality fruit and vegetables. You've seen their food. It's not good.
Yeah, no.
It's not good. So he's probably not used to, the beautiful bananas we get from Queensland and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I imagine he's probably only eaten sort of musty English bananas.
You know when you get it at the bad time, whether it's either too green or too far
Yes,
gone? He's never
exactly.
had the perfect one. You can only get that
Exactly.
here. Maybe we test him out and give him, sneak it into something or give him a banana bread or something like that.
Yes, yeah, maybe banana
That's
bread.
what it is. It's so versatile. How dare he? I totally disagree with him.
Yes, yes.
Hot take, terrible take.
Peter Siddle is an Australian Test cricketer who eats 12 bananas a day. All right, next segment. Did you?
That is amazing fun fact.
Yeah, he's an Australian fastball. He doesn't really play that much anymore. He just does the big bash. But he used to play for the test team, and he just loves bananas.
Oh, mate.
Just like smashes
That's like
bananas.
too much. You know, like if you have too many carrots, you like start going, orange or
I
something
don't
like
think
that.
that's true whatsoever. But
No, another fun fact. Okay, fact check me. Next one coming up, we've got best out of context clip. What do we think it could be? There's so many. Because so as just a little fun fact for behind the scenes in radio, we'll often like clip off audio that we think's really funny. We have this like black book of it. We will never reveal it, but God, they're funny. And we just send them to each other in the group chats and it really makes us laugh. One predominantly being Jack's laugh that goes... Very good. Alrighty. So the winner for the best out of context clip goes to... Oh, who do we think it'll go to?
Patsy. Patsy says
without a
outrageous
doubt.
stuff.
She's chaos. Swollen gonads.
They are massive.
Goodness, they're
They're
impressive.
like swollen gonads. They're like melons.
They're incredible, Jake.
Yes.
Jack's lemons.
Jack's lemons.
They were the most common food brought in this year. We often will bring in
Was
snacks.
there an award for that?
No,
Most
snacks
common
to each
food
other.
brought-
Like we'll cook
Yes,
something and
yeah,
bring it in.
yeah.
All Jack will ever offer is something made by the earth and by human nature, and that's just lemons from his outback tree.
They were lovely though.
They
are
were lovely lemons.
Next award. It's hard to segue.
What does that even say? You haven't even... Oh, W of the year.
W of the year. Now, our older listeners won't be as tapped in probably to the lingo that we are. W means win.
Yeah. Okay.
Quentin, the video producer, saying, well, it comes from the phrase dub of the dub. You got to get the dub. This is stuff that
I'm
no gold
way
listener
older.
would know.
I'm me. I don't know.
So I'm going to age it up. It's win of the year. Was the biggest win of the year.
Now I understand.
Royal Melbourne Home Lottery. $5 million prize.
They won the most this year.
So if it's not that, I'll be shocked. That's a huge prize.
Oh, yes!
Oh, actually, this is the buckler.
The biggest win of the year.
Screw you, Jimmy! He threw the beer on Jimmy, and the buckler is 2 minutes behind Chris Melville.
Seconds away from the beer racer stops the nation. We have our two finalists. Harry, Screw You Jimmy, will race Jesse the Buckler down Chapel Street. Both of them armed with 2 beers. It is on.
The race is on!
Hey guys, it's Harry, aka Screw You Jimmy here. My mate Jimmy doesn't think I can win this race, and I'm here to prove him wrong.
Jimmy is the first one to cross the
It's
line.
a race for the ages today.
Jesse the Buckler here. I've buckled twice before, but I will not buckle again. The win is coming to me.
But it is the buckler who crosses the line first. Are you ready, boys? Yeah. On your marks, get set, right. The $10,000 beer race is on, and they've both hit a steady pace to start. It's Screw You Jimmy out in front doing the beer run shimmy. Christian, over to you, Rio.
It is a very cagey start, Christian. I would describe it as a cat and mouse game at the moment. The buckler is peering over at Jimmy, who's just ahead of him, keeping track of how much beer he has. They're both going a lot slower, and they've both got pretty full glasses, although Jimmy is starting to spill. I repeat, Jimmy is starting to spill as he approaches the U-turn of death. The buckler is hot on his heels, but Jimmy has gone around successfully. The U-turn of death, buckler is just behind him. As we go down the final straight, we've got about a 3-meter gap between Jimmy and Buckler. Buckler, a lot more beer in his glass. Jimmy playing it fast and loose. Jack, I'll hand it over to you now.
And what apt timing as they pass the bridal store. Each man with a apple of his eye waiting at the finish line to see if they win $10,000. It's Screw You Jimmy, half a metre ahead. They've both picked up the pace well and truly now. Screw You Jimmy, he's doing the beer run shimmy, and the buckler is 2 metres behind. This is very interesting, Christian. I can tell you that Harry, Screw You Jimmy, has crossed the line first, but he's rolling on the ground, which tells me...
What's happened? What's happened?
Oh my God!
That's on.
Okay, let me describe the scenes.
I can hear the voice, the commanding presence of Darth Vader. Sue the Boss. Is that Sue the
I've got
Boss
Sue the
speaking
Boss
now?
here with me.
The judges will now confer.
Don't worry. I knew this was going to happen. What's happening?
We just Screw You Jimmy's beer is so close to on the line, it's not funny.
So close, won't cut it, Jack. It's either over or under.
Sue, what are you seeing?
I'm seeing what we didn't want, but I'm looking very closely, and I'm going to crown number 1. The winner.
Oh my God.
Who is it? Who is it, Jack? Who is
Jesse,
the winner?
the buckler, who's never won anything on this show.
Redeems himself. We have a winner. He's the people's champion. You voted him in.
Sue the Boss has officially disqualified Screw You Jimmy,
Wow.
making our second place runner the winner. The buckler, he actually buckled, yet still won.
We have a Bradbury. A beery
I saw
Bradbury.
him spilling a lot of beer, and I thought I'm going to steady up for the last 5 metres, and it's paid off. So I stayed just above on both, and Jimmy's gone under, and I've got 10 grand.
The buckler becomes the chuckler with a big smile on his face.
Oh my God. You know what? This is actually really nice getting to do this because we had to look back at the year and what has been because that was a lot earlier in the year and it was awesome.
Yeah.
So we created all these characters and the buckler being one of them. So he'd originally done a competition with us years earlier called the Fridge Race where him and his mate versus these 2 cop partners, and they had to race with fridges away from our radio station. And the one that got the furthest away won. Him and his mate lost by, I think,
so close.
only meters.
Yeah.
And so he buckled right at the end, right? And so we started doing this race, and he gave us a call, and he was like, I buckled once, but I need to make it happen. Because I think he wanted to propose to his fiancée,
Yes,
to his partner.
Yes, wanted to buy a ring with the $10,000.
Yes, and so in the end, he won.
I know, a true Australian comeback story.
Yeah, you love those. And very underdog, you know.
Very underdog.
What an Aussie. And it was great for him to win. And this is what this show's all about. Making those moments.
Yes,
Correct.
very underdog.
Good on you, buckler. Alrighty, the next one, Boomer Award. Now, I don't know what this means, but I'm assuming something very boomerish. We have a lot of boomers on the show.
Yes, the show is the boomers are the lifeblood of Gold 104.3. Patsy Boomer, Christian Boomer. And you know what? It shows.
Yeah.
It does show because every single day after the show, Patsy's like, Ria, can you come in here? And she's like, can you show me how to print a document? I'm like, I showed you this last week, Patsy. You just hit print. And she's like, I can't do it. And so he's just, file, print, yeah. Oh, no, I'll get it. I'll go get it. I'll get it. You stay there. So, and Christian is just as bad.
Yeah, he's a shocker. Every now and then he'll be like, there's something wrong with the desk, and we'll have to come in to fix it. But it's just he hasn't turned his mic on. Alrighty, so who do we think it's going to go to? I reckon Christian. Has Patsy won an award yet? No.
No.
Okay,
let's. She's gonna be
mad. Alrighty, we're going to go with Patsy. Here we go. Who's the winner? Tap and go. Christian.
Christian, yeah.
What do you guys like it? I use it every day, the tap and go.
I find it very straightforward.
Well, you've drawn a line in the sand. You can understand the other line of that is for people like me who I use it every day, and I actually get performance anxiety.
So you do double tap, that's correct.
Do the double tap.
Then you got to wait for it to scan your face. Do you wait for the scan?
No. I'm double tapping, right? And then it's sort of something happens, and then I try and stare at it, right?
Yes, that's the face scan.
No, but then it goes away, and then it goes, and they go, oh, you might want to try that again, sir. Yeah. And they go, all right, you'll be old one day. And they go, and then
you gotta
and then it goes, and then there's that shameful thing of, put your code in, idiot. And I'm like, I don't want to give in that easy.
Pretend Rio is the cashier and show us what you do.
Yeah, I would do this. Double tap and then scan.
No, but you got to let it scan your face. Now you got to scan your face.
What?
It's double tap, then it needs to know it's you.
No, I thought I do the double tap, so I'll do this. Thank you for those coffees.
You got to scan your face.
And then it sort of does something. Then I go to scan the face, and then I go again. Then the whole dance we go.
Why are you trying to pay first, then do the security measure? The security measure comes first.
That's the kind of guy I am. Take my money. Such a good deal. 99 cents for a Macca's drive-through coffee. Take my money.
Oh my God. You know what? I actually have been with him when this happened.
Oh, really?
We must have gone out for a coffee or something after the show. And he was like, don't worry, I'll get it. And I was like, oh, thank you so much.
Big dog.
Yeah. And we're standing there at the counter and he was like almost like shaking. I was like, okay. He was obviously nervous. It took him 3 goes to the point where I had to walk him through it like it was my father.
Oh, that's so funny.
Like they must have thought father-daughter getting just a coffee together. Oh my God, I'll never forget it, but it was hilarious.
And does that mean he like, if he's that nervous doing it, he would freak out? You have to do that probably 5 times a day.
5 times a day. Absolutely.
I couldn't live like that.
No, the poor bugger. Anyway, he now knows after all of that how to do it.
Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it. Best song / sound effect.
Alrighty, Rio's won. Congratulations,
Well,
Rio.
best songs. I do a lot of the songs.
You do a lot.
I get a lot of
all
help
them.
from the team.
Rio is very impressive. So
Yes.
I am always
Talk more about
continue. I'm always in awe of him when we have to come up with a new kind of intro to some game that we're playing or a new competition that we put on the air. Rio will sit down there for probably half the day, so it does take you time. But you'll
I wouldn't
get
say
there.
half the day.
No, about half the day. And by the end of it, I'll walk in to him and Lockie, who is our audio producer, and they'll play out the audio. And more often than not, I'm blown away.
Wow.
So
Thank
if
you so much.
do not win this, I'm starting a riot on this whole podcast.
Good.
I'm ready.
All
Ready?
right.
Should I do it because I might introduce you as the
Yes,
winner?
yep,
Okay,
yep,
ready.
yep.
And the winner goes to end of the show.
We started to try the new thing of playing the end of the road, our own version of an ad-libbed live for the end of the show from the great Boys to Men song. To the end of the show.
And that's what we were trying to do last week.
No. Improv. Yes, and. To the end.
Come on, Jack.
Of the show. You come in.
Now I'll drive to the snow.
That's unnatural. We're in Richmond. However, one of you, Andy in Bomb Beach, has stepped in and actually, mercifully, written some lyrics.
Now we've come to the end of the show, and we really must go. Only pay till 9, off to drink some wine.
Why not?
We'll be back next time.
Andy in Bomb Beach, very good. Suck on that, listeners.
It's informative.
Hi. Enjoy this, listeners.
Now we've come to the end of the show, and we have to go. We're on 2 week
Oh no,
breaks.
this is not a good look. The optics are bad. Hey, it feels such a long way away. Sorry guys, I should have heard it before the show, but I haven't.
Is that it?
Yeah, that is it. It feels like an out of office email reply. It's got all the warmth of that. Wow. To actually not that, shame on, why is Rio laughing? You went in there and recorded it. You're both culpable in this.
Yes.
You should have spent only time in one thing, watching Captain Sully probably, not packing. Pat, you know these two are off on holiday tomorrow to Vietnam?
Yes, I know.
That sounds like they're already gone if you
I
ask me.
know. They're checked out on Monday.
No, they have. That's got the out of office reply. So sorry, listeners. I was hoping for an emotional Jerry Springer ending. I haven't got it.
For anything urgent, you can email Sue the boss.
Well, I didn't win.
No, but you were singing.
I didn't win.
Yeah,
I
but,
didn't win.
Anyway,
I
well,
didn't
maybe cue our digital
listener
producer.
one.
If we could, yes, but like if we could maybe get a couple of Rio's intros.
Pop right now, shake that bottle up. We need some people for the longest pop. Gary Claus is coming to town. You're invited to Tina, to the greatest show.
From the West End.
To Broadway. Now it's Melbourne's own, but you gotta call.
Pop them on
Wow.
here just to know.
Wow, I spent my whole year toiling away for this show. Andy from Bond Beach comes and emails in one song,
Yeah.
Take My Thunder.
I mean, it was pretty good.
Okay,
though.
it was good. It was good. And it does
Congrats.
prove that really anyone can do our job.
No, they can't.
Well, he did. He did immediately.
He probably
It's
has-
not hard. Radio's not hard.
How dare you?
You can do it.
He
Everyone's
prob-
like, it can't be that easy. And you're like, it's that easy.
No, it's really
it's
tough.
that easy.
It
It's
can
that
be
easy.
difficult. Hey, Vietnam was the best.
Vietnam
if
was
you've never been to
great.
Vietnam, go to Vietnam. Alrighty, our last and final award.
Sorry, I looked at it too early.
Rio?
I forgot. I just wasn't focusing.
literally
I know.
done
I just wasn't.
7.
I know. I wasn't. I
well,
wasn't
you may as well
switched
just
on.
tell us what the bloody hell it is.
This is boss moment. What does that mean? I
I've
can't
won.
remember.
Oh.
Boss. Okay, what do you think?
Boss moment.
Let's
Is this
do-
another young thing that you guys have? No, just like who? Well,
Who's
Sue's
the
one.
biggest boss this year? Who owned the
Oh,
year?
Patsy.
Oh,
It has
okay,
to be
okay.
Pat- well, he can't
What
answer
comes to
'cause he
mind? Okay,
knows.
just word association game.
Okay, boss.
Okay, no.
Patsy.
Okay, tennis.
For boss.
I'm just doing word association game.
okay,
Tennis.
Racket.
Microphone.
Talk.
Sue the boss.
Boss.
Oh, okay. Well, that didn't
Sue
go
the
as I
boss.
thought.
Boss. Sue.
I thought you're supposed
was
to
I
use
gonna
like a
say?
descriptive word about Sue. but
Oh,
our boss.
Sue the boss. She's so bossy. Like
Sue the
she
boss,
is very
bossy.
much a boss.
You know, that's interesting that you think she's bossy because I actually think she's lovely, kind, a mentor, a role model, and
He obviously wants to keep his job.
and
all right.
beautiful.
And I agree with you, Rio.
I don't know why I said
Sue the
that.
boss is the best.
I love you, Sue. The winner of the boss moment is. I thought it should have been you, Sue, but it is Patrina Jones.
I totally called this.
You did. Oh,
Rage Against the Menopause. Actually, that's so true. Apart from her just absolutely like owning it on our show, she always has brilliant stories.
best.
She always fight back to the boys when they pay her out or kind of talk over it saying something or whatever. She'll always fight back. She's the best, right? But this year she really lent into herself, who she is, what's going on with her, and using her skill of telling amazing stories and being really open and honest. And she released her first ever podcast.
Rage Against the Menopause. I'm actually so proud of Patsy. You know what? I was talking to my mum on the phone a couple of days ago, and she said one of her friends is really going through it with menopause. And mum, who has listened to the podcast and loved the podcast, recommended it to her. Her friend listened to it and said it was a lifesaver, and she was like, it's changed her whole experience with
how
it.
good
So,
is that?
I know.
And it really lives like true out of even our show, because all we want to do is like have people enjoy their morning on the way to work and just join our community, have fun, and at least, you know, walk into work with a pep in their step and they've had a great morning, right? And I think like Patsy's done that with her own podcasting, like helping people and making sure that like when they're in a tough time that we're here, we've got you covered. And we do that as a show all the time. So absolutely beautiful. But yes, you're the boss, Pats. Love ya.
You can find Rage Against the Menopause on the internet.
Any streaming services, wherever you get your podcasts.
Is that the end?
That's the end.
Wow.
Wow, did we win
Time
anything?
flew by. No.
No, I didn't see anything.
No.
Oh, nothing on the list. That's all right. Maybe next year.
Well.
Alrighty, so that's it. Congratulations to all the winners.
Oh my God, they must be so proud,
They're so
happy. Wow. I mean, Christian O'Connell, who would have thought that he'd come away with an award?
Couple.
Couple. A
Yeah.
couple. Did Jack win anything?
Yeah, he did. He won the.
Oh, yes, he did win an
No,
award.
that was Christian. The fact checked.
Yes.
flies.
Well, congratulations to all our nominees. You're all worthy, and
Yes.
you know, some of us didn't win awards, but that's okay.
Yeah, we're
and
not
it doesn't say anything about your self-worth or how well you've done at the job or anything like that.
No.
It's just silly awards, and it actually doesn't
It actually
matter.
doesn't mean
And
anything.
I'm actually really good.
That is all from us. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I mean, it was really good to reflect on the show, and thank you to everyone that calls into the show, joins the show in any form, whether it's on Instagram, Facebook, calling, texting, all the ways, TikTok, YouTube. We really appreciate it. And next year, we're obviously going to do this again because we did it so well.
Yes.
That
It's locked in. With contracts being renewed for next year.
Yeah, and Sue the boss said we'll get paid next year for this.
Yes, yeah, that would be nice.
Thank you, Sue. That is lovely. But yeah, hopefully next year we can get you guys involved and we can actually get you to vote for the awards. So yeah, we'll get that up and running.
Yes.
Well, we
Just
won't.
put that in your diary
We
for
actually
next
won't.
year.
Quentin will, who is our
Yeah, he
digital
really wants
producer.
us to push this.
Yeah, he's like,
it's a
"Make
long way
everyone
away.
vote."
It's like it's a year away, but Quentin wants you to know that next year you can vote for these awards.
Yeah.
So that's very important for some reason.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you. Have a great Christmas and New Year's.
Happy
Okay, we're
goodbye.
done. Stop trying to sing. Stop it.